Now is a good time to get a VR30 if you're looking to get into it. The only direction I see this platform going is up because we have the new ECUTEK RR6 and we also have TCU tuning finally, something everybody was looking forward to. So I'm gonna speak on the ECUTEK updates and then of course follow up with the TCU. With the ECUTEK, first we have new safety implementations. First is the fuel pressure safety, AFR safety, and the most important is the oil safety. In this video, it shows the start of the custom oil pressure safety logic. So this should help reduce 95% of engine failures due to the oil solenoid sticking open. And Mark made a post about this, so he explains how it works and so forth. Second update is it gets rid of the throttle hang when letting off the accelerator. And that's perfect because I hate it, it's annoying. Third, we do have improved custom launch control, overall improved drivability and smoother throttle response, and more custom mapping like the full reflex integration and speed density, which should be coming soon. It's not out yet, but speed density would make the blow-off valve people very happy. And we also have the DSG shifts that's found in the German cars. Just a sound that people like. But this will be on a switch, so you could turn it on and off whenever you want. There's obviously no benefits, just for the sound. And lastly, we do have anti-lag, but unfortunately it's not recommended for the stock turbos. Stock turbos can't handle it. All right, now the TCU tuning. So regarding the TCU tuning, before purchasing the TCU tune, check to see if you have the older M32R processor, like those found in the 2016 to early 2018 models. You will need a 2018 plus TCU to be able to get tuned, because if you have a 2016 to early 2018, you will need to replace it with the newer version. One good way to know is if your TCU has the automatic upshift in manual mode in first gear around 6,500 RPMs. If your manual first gear goes to 7K RPMs and it hits the rev limiter, unless you shift, you have the older TCU. All right, so we have two levels of TCU tuning. We have level 1 and level 2. So level 1, this will include shift scheduling updates, shift speed and firmness changes, the ability to run full auto to whatever your max RPM is, as well as a set 1 to 2 manual auto shift to whatever your max RPM is. Side note, people that still running stock turbos need to keep the 1 to 2 manual auto shift, as it's been proven that 7K RPM 1 to 2 shifts actually slow the car down. So the big turbo cars, they can use the whole gear. This is due to the stock turbo's inability to maintain max boost pressure in the upper RPMs. So if you bring it out to 7K, you'll shift onto second out of your power band, basically. We do have the shift schedule changes, so holding gears longer at lower pedal input, as well as max shift RPM changes. And note, the new race roll mode address 90% of crappy drivability issues these cars have through the custom maps anyways. So we also have the increased shift speed, so of course the TCU shifts much faster once it's tuned compared to stock. Increased shift pressure, much firm full throttle shifts. Level 2 TCU tuning, this would include everything I said, but more aggressive, and as well as a few more things. So 1, the full auto shift in manual. You will be able to use the manual mode the same way you do now. You would just not be able to hit the rev limiter. So if you have it in manual mode, you can shift it up and down as normal, but it will shift on its own if you hit your max tuned RPM. Where this will help would be pretty much for all racing. No more missed or early shifts, and if you are in a roll race, you can put it in manual, shift it to whatever gear you'll be starting in, and simply floor it. You know, the TCU would do this rest, coupled with anti-lag, will be a big game changer. It has second gear launches, full torque converter, lock-em control, and more features as they become available, such as trans brake, which the ECUTEK is looking into. So when that becomes an option, it would also be included in the level 2. So it would be fully dialed into your specific setup, similar to ECU tuning. So all this information I got from Mark from Sonic 2, he has it in the forum. I just went ahead and put everything together so you don't have to just look for it, you know, so I got it all here so it's easier for for everyone to just watch this video and get all that information in. And so he also has a few questions that people ask. He also answered, right? So do you need the TCU tuning? It's not required, but the faster your setup, the more it would assist you in track and draggy time consistency. If you are tuned by tuner A regarding your ECU and you want to get tuned by tuner B with your TCU, yes, you can. Since it is a different module and completely separate flash, you can have 2 separate tuners. However, it is highly recommended that you have both tuned by the same tuner. A tuner's TCU tuning will directly complement their ECU tuning style and features. So running their ECU with another different TCU and vice versa might cause some issues. So some tuners would only be tuning their current ECU tuned customers just to avoid that, and it'll be better for them in the long run. If you have a Cyvex controller, do you need it? Yes. The all-wheel drive controller's main job is to control your all-wheel drive system. So with the TCU tuning, no longer need the auto shift function, as it will be done through the TCU. So the all-wheel drive controller would still be very beneficial for racers looking to maximize traction on the launch. So with all this information, like I said, is all from Mark. Just wanted to help those that are new, was not aware of the updates, so I just put this video together to help you guys out. Hopefully it was very helpful.